Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. I'm here to discuss about trends and things that I won't miss in 2018. Things that companies do, companies come out with, the way they market products and the way they market themselves. Everything. I just have like a mixture of everything. So yeah, I'm just here to discuss them, and as always, please don't be offended if you love something and I have those things in this list I'm here to discuss with you guys. It's just a fun way of expressing my thoughts, my perceptions, and what I want from the makeup and beauty market in 2018. So yeah, it's a very light-hearted video, so don't take it seriously, and I would very much love to hear from you guys things and makeup products and just anything about the beauty community and the makeup community, things that you would like to be gone in 2018. So yeah, let's get started. It's not a very long list, but at the same time it's not too small. So let's start with contours. Now I know contours definitely give you a beautiful definition to your bone structure, to your face, but the trend right now, especially with social media, I feel is that severe extreme chiseled contouring, which looks beautiful when you look up like straight into the camera. It gives a beautiful structure, but once you turn to the sides, it looks like a streak of dirt on your face. It is not good, and a lot of the times I feel contour powders, I've tried few, but none of them have been complementing my skin tone, or in fact even some of the picture, based on the pictures I've seen online on social media, it does not complement a lot of skin tones, guys. Maybe companies are not doing it right based on the colors, or people, maybe based on the trend, people are over applying, making it look very severe. I don't know what it is. And also the fact that companies are trying to market contour kits is just, they're just taking us for a ride, really, because unless you are a makeup artist, it does not make sense to buy a contour kit. Obviously, I think Kat Von D sells contour powders separately in singles. Who else? I don't know any other brand, if any other brand sells it like that. I think Bite Beauty has those multi sticks where they do sell just blush toned colors and contour toned multi sticks, where you can use it for your eyes, lips, or cheeks, or whatever. So yeah, other than that, I don't know if companies really do that. If you're interested in it, and I think companies should really, if company is really interested, or the makeup brand is interested in selling like serious contour products, they should just sell them in singles instead of just marketing them as a kit to retail consumer, because for the most part you probably end up using two shades. Maybe you're mixing two shades, or you have the perfect highlight and contour shades in the very same kit, so you probably end up using only two out of the 4 or 6 colors, because from what I've seen, contour kits come in 4 or 6 shades in a palette. So you'd end up just using 2 shades in it, and the other 4 or the other 2 is just a waste. So I think instead of coming out with contour kits, I think companies should really come out with bronzing powders and market them very creatively as like a very multi-purpose product. You can use it for your eyes as an all-over bronzing powder, or also contouring. I think contouring looks really beautiful if you use your bronzer all over, like a very soft look. It gives a soft definition, but it looks really good. So yeah, no to severe contouring and no to contour kits in 2018. So next we have transformative eyeshadows. I'm talking about those eyeshadows that look white in the pan, but when you swatch it on your skin, it turns blue, purple, green, gold, or whatever. Now, I feel that companies don't do these products well at all. As far as I've seen, out of all the transformative eyeshadows that I've seen, only Kat Von D has really done it well. Her Alchemist holographic palette, those are fantastic. They really, it actually radiates. It's so bright and vibrant, especially on my skin tone. They are really good. Now, although Kat Von D's holographic powders are good, I feel these transformative powders are really look beautiful and unique over a black eyeshadow or a brown eyeshadow. So unless I'm using a black eyeshadow all over my eyelids, which is actually quite rare because applying a black eyeshadow and blending it to perfection takes a lot of time, and I don't have that kind of time all the time. And I love color, so if I'm doing an eyeshadow look, I would love to incorporate as many colors as possible in my eyeshadow look, not just one shadow look and just popping a little bit of color, like a pop of color in center of the lids. That would happen if I'm in a rush, and if I'm in a rush, I'm not going to use a black eyeshadow all over the eyelids. You know what I mean? So, and if I'm using a brown eyeshadow, it's just going to blend into my skin. So transformative eyeshadows, even though they are fantastic, from Kat Von D, the Alchemist holographic palette, still I think the usage for me at least is very, very minimal, and I use that palette all the time for inner corner highlight. You would see a significant dent in all 4 eyeshadows in the Alchemist palette based only on the inner corner highlight, and I have used them as highlighters as well on the cheekbones, but for the most part I've used them as inner corner highlight for the eyes, and that's how I got the dent in all 4 shadows. So do you see my point? First of all, most companies don't do them well. Oh, the Urban Decay Distortion palette, those eyeshadows, those transformative, the top row, they were not good, guys. So first of all, I think companies don't do it well. They're not that potent enough to look that transformative. They're very sheer and they're very weak. And even when they're done right, like for example, Kat Von D holographic palette, the Alchemist palette, still the usage I feel is very, very restrictive. It looks the best when you use it over a black eyeshadow, and using a black eyeshadow you need a lot of time. I need a lot of time at least, and when I have a lot of time, I like to do more colors, not just one black eyeshadow look. So that's why it's a no for transformative eyeshadows for me. Next, something similar to them, but in terms of lips. These are lip toppers, metallic lip toppers in specific. Now, I think spring, summer last year, 2017, there was so many influx of those metallic lip toppers. I think drugstore and, high-end. There was, what else? Hang on, I got stuck. There's Huda Beauty's toppers. And then there's Becca's, those toppers, and then there was Kat Von D. Personally, I have nothing against those metallic lip top glosses, which companies marketed as lip toppers. They are fine, to be honest, because they are just glosses, and they kind of sit well on the skin and give that beautiful, very sexy wet look. My issue is with lip toppers that dry down completely to a non-transfer finish. I think not a lot of brands have that. I think Stila has that, and then Lime Crime has that. I think Diamond Crushers or Diamond Lip Toppers, and then Kat Von D also has those lip toppers. Now, I think they're really good because they can be used alone as a liquid lipstick itself, because they dry down to a completely transfer proof finish, right? But here's my problem with it. The thing is, once I apply a liquid lipstick underneath first, and then when I go in and apply that, I always leave out some spots, and it kind of looks incomplete. I don't know, it always does not give that finished, polished look as a metallic liquid lipstick. Like a Milani metallic Amore matte liquid lipstick. When I apply that, it gives a beautiful look. It's metallic and it's a liquid lipstick, but there's something incomplete when I apply a liquid lipstick first and go in with a lip topper. There's some spot which I leave out all the time, or the second layer is not as perfect as the liquid lipstick I first applied on. You know what I mean? There's something looks incomplete. It's not like perfect. So, and it's also another, I don't know, I need to spend some time to apply it perfectly, unlike a lip gloss, unlike a metallic lip gloss. So it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of work. So it's a no for metallic lip toppers for me. It's a lot of work, and I think just applying a metallic liquid lipstick is perfect. Why why do the double work? I don't know. So it's a no for me. Next, we have, I also wanted to discuss about the way brands react, like on social media, especially now. I really need brands to stop acting petty on social media, guys. This is just so childlike and so petulant. I don't know, because there are so many instances that I've seen, like, what is wrong with you? Just mind your own business and just do your own marketing. I don't want to pinpoint, or maybe we need to pinpoint. You know how I think when Fenty Beauty first came out, Makeup Forever was, we already have a long list of shades. Nobody's denying that Makeup Forever has a long list of foundation shades, but you do your own marketing. When some other brand is doing their marketing, don't interfere and don't say, oh, I have a long list of foundation shades as well. Okay, everyone knows you have a long list of foundation shades, so go and do your own marketing. Don't just interfere and poke your nose in other brands' marketing, right? It was just so, I couldn't comprehend why someone would do that. And especially as a brand, you need to act professional. And there are so many instances, like Huda Beauty was like saying things like that how Colourpop is not a perfect fit for to be sold on Sephora's website, and I feel the general idea behind companies just interfering with other brands' marketing or just poking the nose in other brands is just, there are two ways to make yourself look good. Either you can just work your way up and look good, or you can just put the other person down. That way, as relatively, you might look good. So I feel brands should really start working their way up to make themselves look good, instead of just poking the nose and just belittling or putting down other brands. This is just so petty. It's like, I don't know, I feel like a school teacher trying to tell kids, don't do this, don't do that. It's just ridiculous, guys. It's just so childlike. Anyways, next up, brands need to stop misusing the word holographic. Literally everything. I saw this example, this thing, the Tati Glam Life Guru. She was reviewing this foiled metallic eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow, I don't know. I think JCat Beauty it was, the brand. But I don't know, there was nothing holographic about it. It was just metallic. Not sure if it's cream eyeshadow or liquid eyeshadows, but the name was holographic, and that there's nothing holographic about it at all. If brands don't know what holographic, just take out your credit card and check out the sticker in the credit card. That is what holographic means. That's what a holograph is. So unless your product looks like that, don't call it holographic. It's just very misleading, and especially this year when brands are just throwing words like unicorn, mermaid, holograph. What else? What's the other thing? And that's it, I think. Unicorn, mermaid, holographic. So they're just repeatedly using just all these fantasy words to just get people's attention. Stop misusing the word holographic. To be honest, after a point, even the consumer who knows what holographic is gets a little bit confused. They're just thinking, a foil eyeshadow. If anything that looks beautiful and metallic, it's called holographic. So stop consuming. Stop confusing people. Next, guys, we are nearing to the end of the video, so I just have two more things to talk about. Now, I really need brands to hire some people with passion about makeup. Now, I understand that girls and boys who work at a retail store like Ulta or Sephora, there are so many brands and there are so many product lines within so many brands, and they come out with so many new products. So I understand it's a little bit hard to keep up with so many brands and so many products, but I'm talking about people who are working behind a particular brand's counter, like in a department store, like especially MAC. Girls and boys who work at MAC have just no knowledge at all. At least the people whom I've spoken with have given me so many wrong information, you guys. So much wrong information that I've missed out on products that I really wanted to buy from MAC. I think this happened 2 years ago. MAC came out with this Diwali collection. There was this eyeshadow palette which they had really good quality. It was like a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. I wanted to buy it. I asked the boy or girl, I think it was boy. He said that, oh, we will not get it in store. It is only an online only thing. And then it never came online. Looks like it was available on store or something like that. I missed the collection. So I know it's a job, but still you need to do your job well. You need to know about your upcoming releases. Honestly, you don't have to read a newsletter or anything. Just keep up with social media. Mac's Instagram page doesn't really have a lot of information at all. In fact, they just put up pictures of scattered makeup and like throw makeup just scattered on a table or something like that. In fact, I think they should really upgrade their Instagram page. Just feature people who wear MAC makeup. I don't think they do that a lot. So anyways, especially people who work behind a specific brand's counter, I think they should know about upcoming releases, product ingredients. The people who work behind Clinique's counters, they absolutely know nothing. They just, if I ask them a question, they'll be like, I don't know. They'll just straight up tell you that I don't know. If I ask them a question about ingredients, they'll be like, I don't know. So how is a consumer going to like make a decision to buy a product if the person on the other side of the counter is not going to help them, right? It's like complete waste. It's a complete waste. There's no need for that person to be even on the other side of the counter. Just put a robot in there, right? Consumer can just pick the product from the counter, scan it, pay, and they can just leave. There's no need for a person at all. What do you guys think? So anyways, companies should really train them and interview them properly and just put people who are really interested in skincare or makeup or whatever. That way you don't have to constantly police them. Do you know this? Do you know that? They should just be passionate about, the industry, so that they themselves will just learn things on their own. Just my opinion. I know it's not it's not too much, but there's no need to really spend so much time in all these things. But it's a fun video. I just wanted to sit here and chat. Finally, guys, I think everybody will stand behind me on this particular thing. Sephora's rewards system, or Sephora's points perk system, whatever it is. I think the more money you spend in Sephora, the more unattractive the point perk system is. I honestly do not dislike the 100 point perk rewards that you get. I feel the amount of product you get is a good substantial size. The lipsticks or perfume or whatever they give you, it's not bad at all. It's not like a sachet kind of a product that you get for spending $100, the 100 point perk rewards product. But I feel if you go over 250 points, the rewards is just it's just not good at all. And I saw this thing, I think over $500. Even the 500 point perk set that they give you, it's not that good at all. They just give you sets of brands that are not that popular, like Buxom Kit or something like that. If I spend $500, I would expect a Drunk Elephant kit or a NARS kit or like a very high-end luxury brand or like an Hourglass kit or something like that. Instead you get like, I don't know, I saw a Buxom kit or Bare Minerals kit. Nothing wrong with that, but I feel they are more of a complexion brands, and I don't know guys. I really expect more from them, especially when you spend $500 in makeup on Sephora. It's a lot of money. So I feel the more you spend at Sephora, the more unattractive their reward system is. And get this, I think over $500, that is 10,000 points or something like that. It's like a tour to some office, a corporate office of some skincare brand, or like you go to like some kind of what's that? A lecture, I think. A lecture or a seminar kind of thing. Are you serious? You spend over like $1,000 and you want to go on a seminar? You want to go attend a seminar? And get this, you don't like, they're not going to sponsor anything to go to the seminar, only the tickets. I think you would have to book all means of transportation to get there and stay, for accommodation, transportation. You would have to spend all the money and go and attend whatever that is, either a tour of the company's or the brand's facility, or if you want to attend that seminar or whatnot. It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. That's what it is. It's not good. Sephora has to upgrade their reward system, guys. It's just pathetic, especially for the brands that they have and the amount of money people spend there. They really need to change that. That's it, guys. We've come to the end of this video. I know I'm a little bit late on this video. I know we are like in second week of January, but I know I wanted to squeeze this video in before before January ends. So here I am. Hope you guys found this video useful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.